What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. Not sure on the episode, but this is the Champions League final against Napoli here. And I'm so psyched for this. Of course, the last episode was the FA Cup final against Sunderland. We won it by 3-2. Now we take on our former club, Napoli, for the first time since leaving to Spurs, and I am super excited. So the squad is fully fit, and this is probably going to be the last episode of the series. I have said there's a strong possibility that we won't be carrying after this. We probably won't. Let's have them in their normal kit. We probably won't, but you never know. Let's just look at the team once again. I just wanted to make sure. I just did this like a minute ago as I ended the FA Cup final, but this is perfect, isn't it? Although it's the penalty taken? Nah, it's not. All lucky I did that. This is probably going to be the last episode of the series, but I explained why I've been saying possibly the last episode of the series in the last live commentary. So I don't need to say it again, but let's get ourselves into the game. And I'm super psyched for this as well, because it's the first time we take on our former club, and it's in the Champions League final. So let's get ourselves into the game. It'll be interesting to see what the AI's done with Napoli as well, because the AI tend to butcher a lot of clubs. So we'll see what they've done, see if they've made some good changes, or they've sold every single player, but we'll have to wait and see. But it is the Champions League final, super excited for it. And again, it probably will be the last episode of the series, but we shall see. What we'll do in this episode regardless is play this game and take a look at our final career stats. And also we will... what we'll do is we'll take a look at the final career stats, and we will just save the game and quit it, because like I said, there is a possibility we may come back to this series at a later date, and as we'll be looking to leave teams, I'd like to leave, if we do continue for a later date, I'd like to leave right at the start of next season. So we'll just decide to save the game, quit it, and if I do bring it back, I'll be able to start from the back end of this season, if that makes sense. So I won't be starting a completely new season still at Spurs. I'll have the chance to try and apply for a job straight away. So we won't technically end the season, but we'll end all the games. But there you go. We're taking on Napoli, and I'm really excited for this. As I said, the first episode of my new career mode should start tomorrow. So get excited for that. It is, of course, with Herbert Berlin, and I've made the first 3 or 4 episodes. I can't remember how many I did last night. I've made the first few episodes anyway. It's got off to a very, very interesting start, so that should be good fun to watch. But let's look at Napoli's squad. De Gea in goal, back for Fabio, Marquinhos, Nastasic and Acilio, Bariti, Kovacic and holding midfield. Didn't even get to see that squad. Hazard, Lucas and Holtby were there though, and I think they were supporting Balotelli up front as well. The squad looks very good. It seems to be a little bit weaker than when we were there, but only a little bit weaker. But still a very good squad, and I think that was Balotelli up top. I didn't get to see. You can see him there. So it's still a very good squad, and hopefully we can win this Champions League final here at the Amsterdam Arena. Now, as per usual, my live commentaries are done by answering questions from Twitter. So let's get down to the questions, and let's have some fun. So the first question I've got is from a guy called LoveSala22. He says, "Are you enjoying your life with YouTube?" Again, I need to reiterate. I said this in the last episode. YouTube is not technically my job. It does not pay anywhere near enough for that. So I can't really answer the question in the way you're thinking. You know, most people think YouTube is my job, and I don't know why. Believe me, any YouTuber my size is not living off YouTube money. I'll just say that I'm enjoying YouTube's steady progression. You know, my channel has been growing at a steady rate for the past 6 months now, which is crazy to have that amount of steady progression. Is actually crazy because yes, Courtois. No Courtois. Yes, Courtois. Because that's kind of crazy, because YouTube is so inconsistent. So the fact that it's been a steady progression over 6 months is really nice. So I guess I'm enjoying that. But your question was clearly, you enjoying living off YouTube money, which obviously I'm not a big enough YouTuber for that. But I guess, I'm enjoying what YouTube has to offer over the past 6 months. YouTube has and always probably will be a hobby for me. And over the past 6 months, it's just been good fun to see the steady progression. So, next question comes from João Pedro Moraes, and he says, that was a terrible pronunciation, so apologies for He says, what do you know about football in Brazil? I mean, clubs, titles, etc. Cheers from a big Brazilian fan. Thank you very much. I actually have quite a few Brazilian fans. It's quite surprising. I have well, there's three that I know of, and this is the first time I've seen you comments. That's interesting. I don't know why Brazilian users would like listening to my commentaries because I have a very bad accent. I must be very hard to listen to. Oh, De Gea, you lucky boy. What do I know about football in Brazil? Not as much as I would preferably like to. I will be honest, when I was at sixth form, I had a very nocturnal sleeping pattern, and I used to watch Brazilian football all the time. I used to watch the Copa Libertadores. I actually had Sao Paulo, and a lot of people say they have second and third teams. I've never really liked that, but admittedly, I did used to say Sao Paulo were a team I follow. I would never say they were a second team, but they're a team I follow. And the reason being is because of Hernandez. I absolutely loved watching Hernandez play for Sao Paulo, and when he moved to Lazio, and obviously now into Milan, I kind of just lost interest a little bit in Brazilian football. And that sounds horrible to be only interested in a team because of a player they had, but I absolutely loved Hernandez and Rogério Ceni as well. And Sao Paulo were a side I always liked watching, So when they were on late at night, as I said, when I was at sixth form, I had a bit of a nocturnal sleeping pattern. I used to stay up and watch a stream on Justin TV. God, that takes me back. Justin.tv. I used to watch Brazilian games and the Copa Libertadores. And also, oh God, that was back when Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo, the striker Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, the legend Ronaldo, used to play for Corinthians. He went back there. Oh my God. I really wish I could go back and watch Brazilian football from that era because that was awesome. That was only a few years ago, but that was absolutely awesome. God, I'm getting so nostalgic already in this career mode, in this episode. Yeah, so to answer your question, not a lot right now, but a few years ago I was very into it. I just remember watching Ronaldo play for Corinthians as well. I absolutely loved it. And obviously over the past couple of years, Ronaldinho went back to Athletic Mineiro, and Flamengo was where he first went, didn't he, from Milan. So yeah, I used to watch it quite a bit a few years ago, but of late I've kind of just not completely lost interest, but I'm just not as interested. And again, I'm not someone that can claim to be a fan of the Brazilian league because Balotelli's going to score. Yes, he was 1-0 Napoli. I'm not someone that can be a fan of the Brazilian league because I don't watch it regularly and I don't know all the teams and so on. But yeah, oh God, that was so cool back then when Ronaldo was at Corinthians and Hernandez was at Sao Paulo, and oh, that was awesome. Great chance to instantly respond here. Ah, Draxler. Yeah. Next question comes from Sam Appleton. That guy is like, that guy probably thinks worse of me now because I'm like the typical foreign footballer, foreign football fan that claims to be interested in a really obscure league. It's not an obscure league, but one that not many people follow, just to sound interesting. But there you go. Next question comes from Sam Appleton. He says, what do you think of the title race at the moment and who do you think will win? I have said all through the season I think Chelsea are going to win. They're playing today against Sunderland, I think. I've said all through the season I think Chelsea will win, and I shall stick by that. However, I would like to offer a sincere apology to Liverpool fans in this commentary, because all through the season I have been saying that top four is the best you'll get, but you have been proving me wrong, and there is a very strong chance you could win the title. Of course, last week, for me at least, you beat City 3-2 in a big title clash at Anfield, which is a very, very good game and a very emotional game for Gerrard, of course, and all of Liverpool really on the 25th anniversary of the Hillsborough disaster, I should say. So it was great to see them win, actually. But I do apologise to Liverpool fans because all through the season I've been saying, just calm down. Top four is the best you'll get, but there's still a big chance you could go on to win the title, which has just surprised everyone. But I would like to say as well, there haven't been too many people this year that have said right from the start Liverpool could win the title. There's only been a select few, so I'm not alone in that assumption, so stop making me out to be a villain. But I guess I do apologise because I've been patronising Liverpool a little bit. I've been saying no, top four's the best they can do. But it's been amazing, I must admit. Like I said on Twitter last week or 2 weeks ago for you, I said on Twitter it's just been incredible really because I've always admired Rodgers ever since he got Swansea promoted in the playoff final. Of course, because I'm a Championship watcher as being a fan of a team in the Championship at the moment in Millwall. I've always admired Rodgers and. I thought him going to Liverpool was a great job for both parties, and I'm so pleased for him, if no one else. But Gerrard as well, if he goes on to win the title, I think everyone is just going to be absolutely delighted because, everyone likes Gerrard. People think I'm anti-Gerrard, which is just hilarious. I've always been a big fan of Gerrard. I may not see him as legendary as some people, but that's because I'm not a Liverpool fan. But, he's still an awesome player, and it would be lovely to see him because for what he's done at Liverpool, for all of what he's done, and for his loyalty is so rare in the modern game. It would be lovely to see him win the title. So preferably for me, I'd like to see Liverpool go on and win it, but I still believe it's going to be Chelsea, which is going to suck. But there you go. I saw a journalist say a few. Oh, that's got to be free kick, ref. Thank you. I saw a journalist say a few days ago that if Chelsea win, it's going to be the worst advert for the Premier League, and I actually agree with that. Well, actually, I'm not sure. I think Man City winning would be worse, but even so, it wouldn't be great to see Chelsea win. I think everyone is just. I think most people, I should say, are really hopeful Liverpool will win the title. Of course, not United and Everton fans, but I think most people do want Liverpool to win the title. Most neutrals, anyway, because it would just be lovely. It really would be lovely. I'm someone that always likes change in the top leagues, and to see Liverpool win it. Oh, De Gea is playing great at the moment. To see Liverpool win it would be lovely. But there you go. I still think it'll be Chelsea, unfortunately. Next question comes from Barley the Dodger. He says, what are your views on the price of football tickets and merchandise at present? Isn't it meant to be a working man's game? Unfortunately, football is no longer a sport, it's a business. I mean, it's always been a business, but it's now more a business than ever. I don't know. It's, I get asked this question actually quite a lot, or a variation of this question, and I just never know what to say, because I'm someone that, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm someone who always, takes a serious approach to it. Like, I never say things like, you should give soldiers footballers wages and stupid stuff. Like, I never say stupid stuff like that. But I do get sad sometimes when I think about how the price of football tickets have increased over the years. I mean, I'm looking right now in my room where I'm sat to my notice board to the right of me, and I'm looking from the price of the football tickets I used to go to. And, I've got a ticket, one of my first tickets I've got up there. It's not the first ticket I ever owned, but I used to throw them away like an idiot. But since I started saving my tickets from 2006, I was 13 back then, 12 to 13. In fact, I would have been 12 for the game I'm looking at right now, which was a game with Millwall against Crewe Alexandra in the Championship. And the ticket price is £12.25. And that was 8 years ago. And now, sorry, that's 2005 actually. And now, that a ticket price for that sort of game would go for about 25 quid. And that's more than double the price. And that's just over 8 years. And it's just, or 8 or 9 years. That's just ridiculous, to think that the price is just being doubled and doubled and doubled over such a short amount of time. It's just absolutely baffling, really, it's just sad. It's just really, really sad because, football is no longer the game which, parents can just take their kids to every other week, and it's a special day out, like once a season for families, and it's just sad now, and it's no wonder the attendance continues to drop, the average attendance continues to drop. The average attendance to your away games is always falling. It's just sad, and merchandise as well. Buying a football shirt used to cost like 30 quid back in my day when I was a kid. Now I read somewhere like the England shirt this year cost 60 quid. This is just ridiculous. The game has just gone mad, and I feel so sorry because for me, like, I'm a very big football fan, but like for me, I can never afford to go to Millwall every game a season, for example. I can't even afford Sky Sports. It's just, the game is just, it's so sad now, and it's not just for me, but for everyone. It's really sad how the game's got, and, for those of you that watch this video, listen to this commentary, that aren't big football fans, but, maybe just like the video games or whatever, you won't understand what it means to a real football fan. It's just very sad, because you just know that it's just going to continue to increase. Like next year, for example, the FA aren't going to say, right, the prices are too much in our leagues, we're going to drop the price. Oh, just wide. We're going to drop the price substantially. We're going to halve the price. Teams, for example, aren't going to halve the prices. Because I remember the days of kids for a quid. That's not going to happen anymore. Or it's not going to happen every week anymore. You know, and it's just got to the stage now where it's just very, very sad, and you just know it's just going to continue to increase, and it's going to be continuing to be harder for um, for football fans to go. And I say this again: the main problem is the running costs of the club are so high they have to increase the ticket prices. The running costs of a club are higher than ever, you know, in the game, and that's the problem. If the clubs, not just in the Premier League but all across the football league, could decrease the running costs of their club, then the tickets wouldn't increase at a substantial amount. The ticket prices wouldn't increase at a substantial amount. They need to decrease the running costs of their club, and the best way to start that is by decreasing the salaries of the highest earned players and all the players at the club in general. And if you have a salary cap per league, that would decrease the value of the ticket prices, because the running costs of the club would be a lot cheaper. If there was a salary cap for a club like Manchester City, at 100 grand a week, they wouldn't be paying anywhere near as much as they are right now for their players if they couldn't pay a single player more than 100 grand a week. I've been to a Man City game. I went a few years ago in 2010 to the Manchester Derby. I have the ticket here. I'm going to check the price real quick. It was £48. It wouldn't have been £48, and well, I don't think it would have been £48 if they decreased the running cost, because they wouldn't be having as much expenditure as they are per season. So it probably might have been something like £30, which, okay, isn't, you know, a massive decrease, but it's still a decrease regardless. And that's the problem. The running costs of the club are so high, so you actually have to sympathise with the clubs as well, although it is their own fault at the end of the day. That the running costs are so high, they just quite frankly have to have these ticket prices so high, because that's the only way they can afford it. You know, the Bundesliga do it the best, but unfortunately I don't think we're ever going to have a system like theirs, where the fans sort of run the game, if you will, in Germany. In Germany, the fans run the game, not the game runs the fans, and that's just how it is. Anyway, I spent like 20 minutes talking about that. I must have sounded like a bit of a broken record. Oh, Carrasco, get the ball away. Come on, I'm still 1-0 down. I still believe we can get back, because we had quite a few chances, but we need to take one because we're now past the hour mark. Come on, Ericsson, let's go. You got the better of Marquinhos. He's a centre-back. Come on. Sturridge. Ah, that would have been through to Draxler. I'm going to go attacking, and also going to put a counter-attack on, because that is a good way to break with a fast team like this. Oh, where am I passing that ball to? Come on. I really want to get myself back in the game, because I don't really have the time to play extra time, but I cannot afford to lose what is probably going to be the last episode of the series. But if it is going to be to one of our former clubs, Napoli, I guess that's not too bad of a thing. Come on, Simari, that's yours. Come on, let's go. Break. Ericsson. Carrasco, let's go. Let's go. No, don't get caught by Lucas. Sturridge now, come on. Oh my goodness. This is the worst. This is why I hate playing against my former clubs, because you see the way they play. They have got quick players in every position, and that's the problem, because FIFA is mostly about pace, and therefore, when you're trying to outpace a player that is as quick as yours, it's very difficult. So when you've got Lucas, Insigne, Hazard, Balotelli is relatively quick as well. The backs are quite quick too. It's so hard, but come on, let's go. Oh my god, I keep giving the ball away. I don't think I'm going to get another chance as well. Come on, Ericsson. Bale, let's do this. Let's run. You've got more pace than anyone. Well, other than Carrasco. Come on. There's a man in there. It's Ericsson. Ericsson on the volley. It's saved. Ericsson. Oh, De Gea. No. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, I just can't score. Oh, God. Hamza Nadeem says, what motivates you to do your work? The fear of failure is the answer to that question. I just can't do it. I'm going to have to make a change here. I'm going to bring off Draxler. Let's go regular 3-5-2 and push Draxler up to striker. Take him off. We need a goal. I'm going to bring on Connor Wickham. I know that's one rating lower, but we need a striker on the pitch here because Sturridge isn't performing. The fear of failure motivates me to carry on with YouTube. That's the answer to that question. If that's the question you're asking, sorry. Oh, how did I miss that chance? Josh Beck says, does Coutinho deserve to go to the World Cup? Yes and no. I mean, it all depends on whether the manager thinks he's good enough, you know. It's not a case of whether Coutinho's been good enough. It's whether there's been better options in that midfield area. And because I'm so out of touch with world football and so on, it's difficult for me to know, for example, who is who are the best options, if you will, for Brazil's midfield area, or their advanced midfield area at least. I think that he does. Oh, what on earth happened there? I didn't press any buttons. I think he does deserve to go, but obviously Brazil have one of the strongest squads. They're the Confederations Cup holders. They're, I think, most people's favourites actually to win the World Cup, as it is their host nation. It'll be a shame if he doesn't go, because he's been such a great player for Liverpool really this season, hasn't he? Of course, the goal he scored against City was great as well. I know a lot of people blame Kompany, and yes, it was a mistake by Kompany, but even so, it was a fantastic finish. He's been a great player for Liverpool this year, and it'll be a shame to see him not go to the World Cup, because I actually said before on Twitter, Coutinho is a player I love to watch, because he's just such an intelligent player. He's so skillful. Another great signing by Rodgers, really, wasn't it? Like 10 million for him? That's a bargain, really. He's worth at least double that, in my opinion, in today's game. Lucas has just done me. This could seal the game. What a block, Gutierrez. He's worth at least double that, in my opinion. And yeah, it will be a shame to see him not go to the World Cup. I don't know if he will. We'll see anyway. But it's going to be interesting this year. Brazil's squad is going to be fantastic, and it should be very, very... I just can't wait for the World Cup. I'm actually really excited now, but what a save, Courtois. I'm really excited now. Next question comes from Arib. He says, what is the best way to motivate yourself to exercise? Maintain the motivation to exercise. Again, I think the fear of what is... what can happen if you don't. You know, it's funny. People always say they don't have the time to exercise, and oh, please. Please. Yes. 10 minutes to go and I've hit Napoli on the break, and we should be going to extra time. Thank the actual Lord for that. Sturridge, please thank him for me. There we go. Yes, we've done it. Finally. I think the fear of what... what I was going to say that, yeah, people say they don't have the time to exercise. I think that's a bit of a cop-out. Like, I wouldn't say that's an excuse in the sense that... because, some people do have really busy lives, but the average 9 to 5 person, let's be honest here, you should be able to fit the time into exercising in your day, because... not throwing away straight away. You should be able to fit it into your day. At the end of the day, it's about finding the time and making the time. Funny enough, there's an episode of Family Guy... Come on, Ericsson. There's an episode of Family Guy where Stewie, of all people, the baby of that, says... he says he's going to work out, like I think they're in a bedroom of some sort, and they're just looking for Meg. I can't remember what the episode was about, but sure anyone that watches Family Guy on a regular basis will know. And he says you fit it in when you can. That's his summation of exercise. You fit it in when you can. And that is the truth. You fit it in when you can. And even if you... Oh, no. Oh, yes. Well, you fit it in when you can. And even if you are busy as hell... There are breaks in the day where you have time to exercise, and even if it's just walking, it's still a form of exercise. And why did I press that so early? I should have let him chest it. You still fit it in when you can. Like, for example, everyone gets a lunch break during their day, no matter how you work. It's a legal requirement in your contract to at least have a 30-minute lunch break. And if you're telling me that you can't spend that 30 minutes going out for a walk, I don't understand, because even then you're burning some calories and you're... Why would you go with your right foot? What is wrong with you? Why would you go with your right foot there? That is a perfect opportunity for you to curl that with your left foot. Jesus Christ. Sturridge. Oh, it's an easy save. You can still fit that into a 30-minute task, and I get not angry when I see people say I'm too busy to exercise, but I just think, come on now, you can fit it in whenever you like, But there you go. That wasn't even the question, was it? It was what's the best way to motivate yourself? I think the best way to motivate yourself is looking at pictures of those that don't exercise. So many people just do not exercise and they end up getting overweight, and it's that sort of drives me to go out and walk or run or just work out in general. I don't do strength training. I do cardio just to keep myself thin. Who do I take off here? Because this is a difficult choice. I don't want to go too advanced because I'm gonna do a bold switch here and go to 4 at the back, because Napoli have been hitting me quite nicely. There you go, 4-4-2 down wide. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push Carrasco down to play, excuse me, right back. And I'm going to have to take one of these holding midfielders now, aren't I? Sorry, centre-backs. Although Gutierrez is... can I have Gutierrez playing left-back? I think I could probably fit him in there. Cher's got a high attacking work rate. That's what I've been worried about. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put Cher there. Lol. And I'm going to take off Chalobah. Because yeah, I want to take him off anyway. So, let's take off Chalobah for Lamela. You're right, I think we should be okay with 4 in the back now. Because even though Cher's not a left back, he's not that bad. And he's got a high attacking work rate. So we won't be too vulnerable now. But that 2-star weak foot, it's not going to really... oh, sorry, 4-star weak foot. It's not going to be too much of an issue. Yeah, we'll be okay with that. So, there you go. So yeah, looking at the pictures of people who have got overweight and just looking at how just not exercising at all and eating the junk food you do. What you should do as well is probably create a MyFitnessPal profile. I've got one myself. Create a MyFitnessPal profile and just count the calories you take in per day. Do it fair. Don't cheat. Do it fair. And the amount of calories you take in per day compared to your weight. And see how much you... oh, how have I missed that? See how much you... sorry, I didn't put this on charge. See how much you apparently weigh, dependent on how many calories you eat per day. Because I eat about... I tend to eat about 1,600 calories a day. And the average male is supposed to eat 2,500. I eat less than that because I want to keep myself thin. And as thin as possible. I'm only 5'10", so I'm not tall either. There we go. Is that on charge? Is that on charge? Yeah, it is. You know, count the calories you put in, and you know, it's not that hard to exercise anyway. You know, and the motivation should come from the fear of not, you know, becoming unhealthy. You know, because you know, not exercising at all is unhealthy for you. So that's the motivation I would look at anyway. But I spent like 20 minutes talking about that. I was going around in circles, and the one thing I didn't want to do there was insult people that are overweight, because I never like insulting people. The one thing I didn't want to do is insult people that may be overweight or have some weight problems, you know. So I was worried I wasn't going to do that. That's why I was being quite careful with what I said. But anyway, hopefully that made sense. Just look at, you know, how many calories you take, and look at the fact that, you know, exercise is quite a simple thing. So that's just an easy source of motivation. It's you know, motivation. The idea of getting motivated is so easy when you know it's easy. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, when things are easy, it's easy to get motivated because you know it's not going to require that much hard work. And walking is not hard work. Running is not hard work. What a save, Courtois. So there you go. Next question comes from... oh, I've run out of questions. Have I? Oh, I asked for some a minute ago, didn't I? Okay, next question comes from Torist. He says, why are you so quiet? I just am. I've always been a quiet person, you know what I mean? Like, even as a... No! I knew they were going to score eventually because I just can't defend. I've always been a quiet person, you know, ever since I was a kid. I've always been very quiet, very sort of to myself, if you will. And that's just it. Like, I think it's really an issue anyway, because you know, it doesn't really matter too much, just because some people are naturally more quiet than others, and you know, I'm not very good at talking, I guess, as well. That's one of the biggest things for me. I've always not wanted to say what's on my mind because I'm worried it'll be misconstrued, and I'll use the wrong word and people will criticise me for it, or I'll insult people by accident, which I never want to do, and that's why I tend to stay quiet, you know. And as for my voice being quiet, I guess I just am quite a quiet person. That's what I can say, really. But oh, I'm so annoyed. Is there still a chance I can get myself back in this game? Well, I mean, obviously there is, but Wickham, what a header, my son! What a header! Absolute beast. This guy is worth picking up for any career mode. He is so good in the air. He is so powerful. The way he leapt. Who did he beat in the air? Was that Nastasic? Look at that. Perfect header. So there you go. Next question comes from Greg. He says, biggest barrier in getting to where you are. Do you mean where I want to be? The biggest barrier for where I want to be? That's what I assume you mean. The biggest barrier, it's actually, and I hate to make excuses, but it's actually the it's actually dependent on other people. For me, my life. People always say, your life is in your own hands. If you want to change your destiny, you can do it. It's up to you. For me, it's the opposite. It's not actually up to me. It's up to other people. Yes, of course, I do have a lot of things I can change myself, but in general, a lot of things are dependent on other people. So I guess I kind of am reliant on other people to help me out a little bit, and that's a big barrier for me, really, because I can't do everything myself. Next question comes from Rido. He says, "Who do you think will win the World Cup?" I am going to stick with Spain. I'm going to stick with Spain. I said that at the start of the season. I'll stick with Spain, and yeah, I'll say Spain. George Martinez says, "What do you think is the thing that you're most proud of and less proud of too?" I'm not sure about less proud of, the thing I'm sort of most embarrassed about, if you will, or I'm not proud of doing. But the thing I'm most proud of, I think, is actually this YouTube channel. That's probably a sad thing for most people to say that YouTube is the thing I'm most proud of. Oh, thank God, Balotelli's gone off. The thing I'm most proud of is YouTube, but I think it is, because I think I'm going to take Barkley off, because I'll have to look at the penalties now, because I don't. It's only a 5. There's only a 5 stat decrease there, isn't there? Or is it 1? Yeah, Barkley's got to come off, because I need a high defensive work rate in a holding midfield slot. I need one there. Yeah, I think my YouTube channel, because quite frankly, I'm disappointed in the fact I don't have more subscribers, and that's not a case of me saying, oh, I deserve more subs, everyone should follow me and stuff, but I'm disappointed in the fact I don't have more, because I had high ambitions. I always have really high expectations and high ambitions, so therefore I'm always going to be naturally disappointed. But at the end of the day, I've read so many nice comments from people saying I've cheered their days up on so many occasions, and I've always been, so many people say that I'm someone they look up to, because obviously my audience, most of them are teenagers and kids like that. So they teenagers of course do look to people for sources of inspiration and people that they can idolize. And the idea that I'm someone who is an inspiration to some people and an idol in some way is something to be proud of. It really is, because it shows that my morals are in the right place, and I'm clearly a good person in terms of hard work and so on. And it's Sturridge, what a chance! He's not going to get there, is he? No. And I think that's something to be proud of. So it's not just the YouTube channel in itself, but it's the subscribers that have come with it and the way that I've been portrayed. So I guess that's the thing I'm most proud of, really. And I know it's a bit of a, I know to some people that will sound like a sad answer, but to me it's just how it is. There's not many other things I can be proud of, to be honest. But I think that's probably what I'm most proud of. And yeah, it's been a good experience, YouTube, because regardless of how it's been for me, YouTube, although I may have underachieved in my opinion, it's still been a very good experience, and I have no plans of quitting just yet. Wickham, come on. I can't score that third goal. I just have this worst fear that Napoli are going to score in the last minute. That's going to completely do it for me. If that happens and Napoli score the third goal, I'm going to be absolutely gutted. But we're doing okay at the moment. Oh no, why did... Oh, okay, there we go. That was me trying to play from the back there. Come on, Wickham. Come on. Oh, I'm trying to carry it through. I've been trying to do that quite a bit recently, like agile runs, going from not one side of the pitch to the other, but when you try and take it around your man, you don't play a 1-2, you just try and skip past them. I can see them scoring this late goal here. Come on, let's get the defence out. Yeah, that's got to be yours. Come on now. Come on. No, that's a lovely 1-2. Yes, Vito's great block. I've gone quiet now because I'm just desperate to get myself a, get some penalties if nothing else. Or I could score the winner in stoppage time. No, I'm not going to. I was going to stoppage time, extra time. God, imagine if I score 120th minute, I'm going to win. I'm going to go absolutely mental. Because anyone remembers my FIFA 13 career mode? AC Milan against Liverpool, Champions League final. Current club against former club. 120th minute winner. That's not going to happen this time, though, is it? That's going to be penalties. Oh! Oh, it's blocked by Marquinhos. Can I get a header? Nah, it's gone. Okay, penalties is. Oh my God. I am so not looking forward to penalties. Oh, it's still a chance. Oh no, it's not. Just I said that, I'm so not looking forward to penalties. I don't have a very good penalty taking record, so I'm not looking forward to this, but we'll see what we can do. I'm not going to answer any more questions, because I have to concentrate for this, so Oh my god. Right, let's take a look at the penalty takers. Okay. Right, I do want to have Gutierrez taking one, but I just can't afford to, really. I'm going to have Carrasco taking a fifth one. It's going to be like a Ronaldo versus Spain incident back in 2012 when he never got to take the penalty because he was set as fifth. Okay, come on. Right, let's do this. I'm really nervous, but I'm going to go left to begin with. Oh my god. Oh, scored. Oh god, that was... So I didn't, because I worry because the cursor lags a little bit. I don't know if you guys know that. The cursor does tend to lag a little bit, so I'm going to go to Courtois' left and Hazard's right. He's outfoxed me. Okay, one apiece. Right, I'm going to go to the other corner this time. Top corner. Come on, Wickham. Yes, come on. 2-1. Oh, so nervous. This is possibly going to be the last episode of the series, so I need to make sure I get the win, and he's chipping this one. How did I know? Because you look at their feet. That's how you know. Oh, where do I go? I'm going to stick to going down to the top right this time, so let's go again. And he's outfoxed to keep a 3-1 lead. Come on. Cannot let it slip now. Come on. Lukaku. This isn't going down the centre. It's going to go to Courtois' right and Lukaku's left. And, oh, that's a typical AI on Legendary penalty. You just can't stop those. Right. Oh, God. Top left. Come on, Sturridge. Come on, Sturridge. Come on, Sturridge. Saved. Oh, God, no. I knew I'd miss a penalty eventually. Come on, Insigne. Can you blast this ball over the bar for me, please? No. I don't want to go down the middle because I'm going top left again. I can't see De Gea going the same way. He hasn't. Oh, Carrasco scored. There's the nerves right now. You have no idea. Right, we can win this shootout if Fabio misses. So if we save this... He's missed it! He's put it miles wide! Oh my god. Oh, how on earth did he miss it so badly? Jesus, what a miss. Fabio da Silva. Oh my goodness. He was one of the first signings I made for Napoli as well. Oh my word. What a dramatic game that was. We win the Champions League final. I'm absolutely speechless. How on earth did he miss it so badly? That was one of the worst penalties you'll see from the AI. Oh my goodness. Right, we've won the Champions League. I've just lost for words because I felt for sure there was going to be another couple of penalties to take after that because I couldn't see Fabio missing it. But we've won the Champions League final. We've beaten our former club. Oh my goodness. That was a battle of the two giants as well because these two are probably the best clubs in the world when you think about it. You know, because Napoli's squad is incredible. Spurs' squad is incredible. We built both squads, but we win it with our current one, Spurs, on penalties. And Fabio da Silva missed a winning penalty. So yeah, we've won the Champions League. We've completed the treble. We've won the league, the FA Cup and the Champions League. Massive achievement. 5 trophies in total because we won the Super Cup and the Community Shield. We missed out on the Capital One Cup. It would have been amazing how we completed a 6 trophy sweep. But we win the Champions League. Bale lifts it. And God, that was so nerve-wracking. But we've came through and that has probably ended the series. So... as I have been saying, you know, I've been contemplating on ending the series or not. This will be the last episode at least for a very long time, but that should probably end the series. I'm not going to say goodbye in the sense that we have definitely ended the series, but we have possibly ended it, if that makes sense. We haven't definitely, but we probably have. So we've won the Champions League final on penalties. We beat our former club in an incredible game at the Amsterdam Arena, and... the last thing I'm going to do is show the final squad report and get ourselves into the, there we go, the new month. And I've been looking at these players. They've been very average, but this guy looks insane. But shame I can't develop him. But won £11 million for that. And yeah, the last thing I'm going to do is show the squad report. Just so I can show just so I can show you how the players have developed. The end of the career mode. So Courtois, an 89 rated goalkeeper. We've got the best goalkeeper in the world. Gutierrez, our original scout future star from humble beginnings. We've had him at Millwall, Napoli, and Spurs. Gutierrez up to an 85. He's only 22 years old. Imagine if we come back to the career mode at some time. There's no way we would fail to get into a 90 plus. Some very decent players in there. I'm looking for another sort of player to look at, if you know what I mean. Carrasco, there he is. Carrasco, 83 overall. He's maxed out at 83. He's not going to go higher than that. He is 29 years old. Incredible, really. It's been so long. 29 years old. He's got some awesome stats, obviously, and he's been a legend, of course. He is the legend of the series, actually, Carrasco. So it's been awesome having him here. And yeah, that's been awesome. Robinson, I guess, is a bit of a cult hero now. 81 overall. There's the other Scout Future Star, Boris Ogzhikpa. 67 overall. He's obviously not going to grow that much. Where's the other one? John Johansson, there he is. 74 overall, 19 years old. Can't really develop him that much because no clubs want to take him on loan, but there you go. Bale is still a 90. What a signing that's been. He's definitely been one of the signings of the series. And that is it. So that is the squad report. And the last thing I also wanted to do was, how much money have we got? Jesus, we can have 46 million in total. That's crazy. The last thing I wanted to do is, well, we'll decrease this to the wage budget anyway, because we do this at the end of every season. Last thing I wanted to do was show them my career section, because a lot of people asked me this, and so the first season, to reflect on our series, the first season we were with Millwall, we won promotion to the Barclays Premier League. No, that doesn't look right at all, does it? Well, we did, anyway. The second season, we avoided relegation. We got to the final of the FA Cup. The third season, we won the... Did we win the FA Cup in that season? No, we won the Europa League, and we won the Capital One Cup. Yes, right there, I'm looking at it. So we won the Capital One Cup, we won the Europa League in the third season. We finished 7th. What did we finish in the second? 13th. In the fourth season, we ended up leaving halfway through the season, didn't we? So, yeah, we ended up leaving. So we in the 2016-2017 season, 4 seasons in, we left from Millwall to Napoli, and we went to Napoli. We played 34 games and won 30 of them, an incredible achievement. We ended up getting ourselves the Serie A title. We were like 21 points behind when we took over. We ended up winning the league, which is incredible. The second season we had at Napoli, we won the league title, so we retained it. We also won the Champions League, got to the semi-finals of the Coppa Nazionale. That was a good season. And in the third season, we of course, the third season for Napoli, we didn't stay at Napoli. We moved straight to Spurs. So then we went to Spurs from Napoli. We qualified for the Champions League. We finished 4th. Did we? Yes, we did. We finished 4th, and we also won the FA Cup, and we also won the Europa League. So that was a good season. Although it was a bit of an underachieve really, because we should have been challenged for the title. But in the most recent season, it's going to say NA because of course we haven't actually wrapped it off yet. But we did win the league. We won the FA Cup. We won the Champions League. We went out quite early in the Capital One Cup, but that can't be helped. And of course we did end up finish in first place. So overall, 3 clubs. That should be 4 league titles, obviously, and 4 domestic cups won. Of course, because it doesn't count the last one, so that should be 4 league titles, 4 domestic cups, 6 continental cups in 3 clubs. The record transfer fee was spent was £32.5 million. That was on Bale, of course, this year. Our biggest win was this season, 8-1 against Leicester in the FA Cup. Our biggest defeat was back with Millwall when we lost 5-1 to Newcastle. We played a total of 355 games, won 226 of them, drew 83 and lost 46, scored 662 goals and conceded 337. And for all of this time, we stayed on 15 grand a week. I don't know who my agent is, but I need to have a word about that. But that does indeed end, or at least I would think end the series. Let's just take a look at the browse job section to see where we could possibly go next. Oh, why won't Millwall take me back, mummy? I'm just going to put a job application in anyway. I just want to go back to the den so much, but they just won't let me. Oh, they have. Oh my goodness. Oh my actual goodness. I did that for fun. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is just insane. They rejected me in January and now they will say yes. That is absolutely insane. I'm just shocked because this was... Do you know what? This is actually the perfect way to end everything. Because I can say there's a... Oh my goodness. Do you know what I'm going to do? I don't even know. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because there is a chance to... Oh my goodness, this career mode could actually live on. Do you know what I'm thinking of doing? I am thinking of having the new career mode starting tomorrow, and having that is... Oh my god, how do I... Can I fit 2 career modes onto my channel? Because I would love to go back to Millwall. Wow, I'm just speechless. Well, what I'm going to do... This is actually the perfect way to end everything. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a straw poll in the description. And you guys can vote either we go back to Millwall or we stay at Spurs. And I'm sure you guys are going to say go to Millwall because I know you guys want me to. So I'll leave that in the description. And if we go to Millwall, I'm going to continue this career mode. But we will try and run 2 career modes simultaneously. Maybe 1 episode every 2 days. I don't know. But that is what you guys are going to have to do for me. You're going to have to vote on whether we should go to Millwall or not. Because I cannot believe they said yes. That is ridiculous. So yeah, please vote in the description in the straw poll. And tell me whether you'd like me to go back to the Den or to stay at Spurs. I'll leave the poll up for 24 hours. So tomorrow at, 7 PM I guess it will be. Tomorrow at 7 PM I'll end the poll. I'm almost certain you guys will say go back to Millwall. And what we could be doing is keeping this career mode alive but having 2 career modes simultaneously. I don't want to abandon the project I've started with Hertha Berlin because it's actually quite interesting and I really hope you guys enjoy it because it should be a good challenge. But wow, I never thought they'd say yes. But that is incredible. So there's your objective. So yeah, just please vote in the description, I guess. Please vote in the description. Please vote in the straw poll. I'll keep it up to 24 hours. Wow, I cannot believe it. There was me saying that the series is over. And then we get that. So, right. So, please do vote in the description. And that is going to end the episode. Whether it ends the series, I don't know. But it will certainly end the episode. So, please vote in the description. It will be up for 24 hours. Obviously, Millwall or Spurs. And, yeah, I will maybe see you for another episode of this career mode. Well, I'll obviously have to start making the new episodes again. But maybe in about a week's time. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So, thanks for watching. And, yeah. What an interesting dilemma that is.